Good evening. My name is Hans Fitzy, and for my speech today, I plan on talking to you about something that has a serious impact on my life, and that is cancer. The specific type of cancer I plan on talking about is Ewing sarcoma, which is a rare form of bone cancer that affects fewer than 1,000 individuals a year, particularly younger children between the ages of 10 to 20. And you're probably wondering why I chose to talk about this specific form of cancer because it's not one of the mainstream ones. And that is because I had a close friend who was diagnosed with this form of cancer in his junior year of high school. His name was Tom, and unfortunately, he passed away from this illness in October of 2015. And this is a rather rough topic for me to discuss just because I had known Tom my entire life, and I just couldn't believe that he had to go through this and then in the end lost the battle to it. But I believe that he wouldn't want me to mourn him every day. He would want me to go out and give everyone his message and explain to you guys just how serious this illness is, and hopefully you guys can feel what I felt after watching Tom experience this type of disease. So, first, I'd like to explain to you what Ewing sarcoma is. And the National Cancer Institute defines it as a cancerous tumor that grows specifically in soft tissue or bone. And the primary spots for it to be located are on your arms, your legs, your pelvis, or like your shoulder blades. And Tom, in particular, had it on his pelvis. And it has a very high chance of spreading to the lungs, and if it doesn't get treated right away, the brain. Unfortunately for Tom, it spread to both of those places for him towards the latter end of his life. And this illness, which I find amazing that Tom was one of the people who get diagnosed with it, it is the second most common type of bone cancer among children. However, it is one of the rarest forms of cancer out there. Fewer than 1,000 people are affected with it daily. Unlike most strains of cancer, it is not believed to be hereditary, and is more uncommon in the African and Asian communities. So this is primarily a Caucasian form of cancer. It affects more Caucasian people than others. There are many warning signs that Tom even had, but we didn't pick up on right away just because cancer is not the first thing you have in your mind when something goes wrong. And there are a number of signs. The number one sign, specifically that Tom had, is swelling and soreness in the tumor region. Tom felt pain in his pelvis area for a few months, but thought it was just a sports injury, which is the number one misconception when it comes to Ewing sarcoma. And if there are random bone breakages or uncontrollable fevers that seem to happen out of nowhere, that is sometimes a sign that the individual is infected with a Ewing sarcoma tumor and should go to a doctor right away to see if that is the case. Uh, there are many treatments for this form of cancer. Tom went through three of them, and these are the ones I'm going to discuss today. Number one, as with most cancers, is chemotherapy, which involves many different forms of chemicals that are injected into the body in order to kill the cancer cells. Unfortunately, this type of chemical also kills every other cell in your body. So, as much as this is helping you, it is also doing great harm to you. Tom lost all his hair from this, and I saw him at his weakest moments, and it was hard to see. The second one is radiation therapy, which Tom also went through, which just kills everything in your body as well. Another painful treatment that he tried his hardest to get through in order to get rid of this cancer, unfortunately to no avail. The third type of treatment I want to talk about today is holistic treatment. That is the final one that Tom went through. And this is more of a natural one that many people do in order to just try and use the body, like the body, the mind, and the soul, and natural substances, natural medicines, natural vitamins, and also like anything else that is not deadly to the body in order to cleanse yourself of this type of cancer. So finally, I'd like to talk about why I chose this topic. My friend Tom, I had known since kindergarten, and he was a brother to me. I'm an only child. He's the closest thing I had to a brother. And when he was diagnosed junior year, it was rough on our whole community, and we fought this with him for this entire time, even up to when we went to college. We thought everything was going to be okay. He had done the surgeries required. He had beaten it once, and then it came back, and it spread to his lungs. We thought he was going to get through this. And unfortunately, in October of 2015, Tom passed away from Ewing sarcoma. So I believe that by giving you guys all these details and explaining to you just exactly what this disease is, I can spread his legacy as well as warn you guys and warn others that this is a disease that does occur in our society. Thank you for your time.